What is up, YouTube? Today we're going to be trying something a little bit different. I didn't use English. My DJI. I didn't use it at all the second night. Pombo and I, we were just kind of focused on just racing, pretty much. So didn't get to use all my cool stuff. Sean had a baseball game with his nephew, I believe. So thank you, Sean, for just all you do for me. I really appreciate it. I really love the videos we can make, but I figured, fuck it. Let's just do a full race analytic video. So I didn't do anything, and I had the GoPros on, and it was a good race. And yeah, we learned a lot. So yeah, let's dive into it. Full disclosure. I edited this video, and I did the whole entire voiceover, and it fucked up, and it didn't work. So we're back at it again, and let's see if I could do these 15 minutes again. I tried to wait like a week because I didn't want to do it again because I like the one clip power. I just like to do this in one take and kind of just walk you guys through my feelings. But I guess I've had the time to simmer on it, so I don't really know what I'm watching. But Placerville qualifying in the 410 is absolutely buck wild, and I love every freaking second of it because it's wing cars doing non-wing shit. You're driving the shit out of a wing car at wing car speeds, but as you can see on the steering wheel, you are hustling this bad bitch. Like, I am screaming it into the corner, trying to get the thing wicked up, get the wing down. But at the same time, when the wing gets down and you're hunked into the corner, you got full grip, you have enough stagger for the thing just to rotate the rest of the corner. And yeah, it's powerful what a wing car at Pville could do. That was made $1,000 in a couple of seconds. But yeah, Placerville is wild because you got to get up on the banking into 3 and 4, but you also can cheat it in 1 and 2 and kind of slide up to it. There's just so many ways to manipulate a line at Placerville and honestly make speed for yourself. And it's whatever your little heart desires. That's what I always tell Pombo. What I'm gonna do is just wherever my heart takes me. That's where my fastest lap is. So that's usually what works out for me. Don't over sweat it. Just kind of act and let all your years of experience take you where it needs to go. And I left this in here. I said this in the last video. I do remember this. This is how it needs to be every time, KWS. We need to get on the track, fire everyone off, and then we're going green. I love this stuff. It's just like High Limit. It's just like the Outlaws. Thank you, KWS, for running a tight ship here at Placerville. I love it. But we're starting P4 because we were quick time, and all we need to do is finish 5th. So we need to get a good start, get the posture right, keep the car bent, and then just maintain. I remember my car was a little loose in this heat race, but god damn, look at all the mud. That's what you got to deal with at Placerville in these heat races, because if you guys, whoa, big burp. If you guys are familiar with Placerville, it's unique. You qualify up on the top, but then come heat race time, everyone kind of diverses. And in the first heat, the bottom's still really greasy, and the middle's all right because some people were in the middle at the very end of qualifying, but the top's slick because everyone was running the top. So it really takes a while for the bottom to even have actual grip in it to work off all that grease. But the middle's all right, and the straightaways are good, and you can generate a lot of momentum here just running wherever your little heart desires. But you got mud flying in your cockpit. My car's loose, so I'm trying to pull the wing back. I probably already pulled the wing back a couple of times. And then once the wing's back, I use the wing for entry, and then I grab a little bit of shock to kind of fix up my exit, because I feel like my right front shock helps me from the center off, and my wing helps me get into the corner. I can drive it harder because it just buries the tires in the ass end just way harder. And yeah, the shock can just mitigate that and help me finish out the corner to my likings. And especially when our car's loose, because qualifying was right off the rip, and then it was instantly heat race time. You can see me grab a little bit of shock right there. So we really didn't have much time to think. I think Pombo just pulled in the right rear a little bit and kind of just softened up my front shocks and put a half turn in the left front, and we called it good because it was go time. And I think he changed the gear right before that to our feature gear. And yeah, that was pretty much all she wrote. It was very if you guys could hear that snap right there, it was go. I was getting in my car and I was like, oh shit, they're pushing them out there. I got to put on my helmet. And I was putting on my gloves when I was on the track, and I had to tell the push car to wait. But now it's time for the dash. We pulled the P2, didn't get the 3. We were 1 spot off of a $1,000 bonus, but you'll have that in big time auto racing. Now it's time just to execute a lap, and I don't really remember the rest of this race, so I'm just going to kind of walk you guys through it. I'm running the top, and then right here, I'm just going where Chance is not going. I felt like Chance was going to jump up to the top because usually he's just a blast it kind of guy. And same thing right there. I really thought he was going to just jump up to the top and kind of blast it. And I really shot myself in the foot following him right there on the bottom of 1 and 2, and I didn't get to run the corner to my best abilities. And that allowed Dom to really get a good run on me on the bottom. And I'm chopping Dom's snout, and we actually ended up sticking the bottom really well. And yeah, he kind of executed it really well there too, and I get balled up on the curb, and that just kills all my momentum. If I don't ball it up on the curb, I definitely pull away from Dom, and I probably run the top. But and he runs the top right there in front of me. So same thing as always, if you're going to follow people in dirt racing, you're just being straight up silly. So you got to go where they're not. So I know that the top is definitely the fastest route around the racetrack right now, but I'm doing myself a disservice by just following Dom, because if he makes a mistake, that makes me vulnerable for a bigger mistake and a bigger loss of momentum. And yeah, that'll give the guy in P4 just an even bigger opportunity to get a run on me and then put me back to 4th. So running where he's not, and right now you can see he pulls away, so I'm really flirting with just gaining momentum, running the bottom, and it's time to jump up to the top. It's a dash, so you might as well feel the thing out and just see where your car's good or where it could be better. And I felt really comfortable in this whole entire race. I was actually really proud of my race car and the strides that Pombo made, but the dash gave us a fortunate option to really hone in my race car for the main event. And we learned a lot about my race car and a lot about myself in this feature of just what we can do, where we can be better, and just the changes that we need to make in Placerville, because this track gets slick, it's slow, it's tight, there's just so much going on in such a short amount of time. And yeah, it's just buck wild, but I love it here, and I have a lot to learn here too. And like I said in qualifying, you got to get up on that banking a little bit and kind of hammer it on entry. But I wasn't hammering it hard enough. We got a full fuel load. I got 30 gallons for 40 laps. So the car is definitely not the same right now as it is in the late race. And I kind of just got to bite my time. Right now, it's kind of back to the same thing. In the start of these features in the long 40 laps, you guys wouldn't think about it or think it, but in these positions in 40 laps, it's a marathon in a sprint car. That is a long time inside of the cockpit of one of these bad boys. Even 30 laps is quite a distance. I mean, we get gassed after 10 laps, and it's kind of crazy what just the extra 20 laps can really do for you inside of the cockpit, just how mentally straining it is, how much you have to move, how much the track changes. The track changes an immense amount. And one thing from watching this, I'm trying my momentum line around the bottom, and I don't think that's the best thing for me right now. I'm definitely trying to create a lot of momentum running the bottom. Like, I'm not really hitting it hard like Dylan is. I'm missing it. I'm floating it up. I lost brakes, too, when we really got into the thick of it of lap traffic, and I think that kind of also hinders me. My brake package is pretty poop, to say the least, and Pombo and I had a collective hearing, and we're getting some new brakes, so I'm going to get a 4-piston left front, and I'm going to get a new style of rear calipers and rear rotors and new rotors in the front. So we're going to see how that kind of helps out the operation. I think that's kind of the next step. I always try and upgrade something every year, and I didn't really do too many big upgrades this year, and we've been running really well. So I got some money that I can spend to hopefully help us make more money. So that's kind of, we're always trying to be better, always trying to find the little extra edge, and I think the brakes is going to really help me run the bottom in these situations, hunk down my left front, hunk down my rear tire, and have just more consistent pedal and not be fucking up with the pedal all the time. It's kind of been annoying losing brakes halfway through the race when I'm not really on them that hard. I don't rest my foot on the brakes. I'm just lighting them up on the entry to the corner because I like to get on my freaking brakes on the entry of the corner. That's how I drive. So we're gonna tune it up, and yeah, I think that'll help us out a lot. But now we're just everyone's kind of going everywhere. I know, like I said earlier, Chance is just a blast it kind of kid. He likes to go in there, haul the mail, and just smash the curb. He's like a young Justin Sanders. Justin would rather be caught dead than running the bottom. He loves to absolutely blast the curb. So right now I got my wing back a little bit, but I should have gotten my wing back more. In this situation, if I'm running the bottom like this, just get your freaking wing back, Caleb. I love the wing trunked, and especially at Placerville, I love that shit trunked. And the reason why I cut it so close there with DJ was because I thought he was coming back onto the track just to continue racing, which he did. Nick Parker ended up stopping, but I wasn't trying to lose any speed at all, if any. And now you can see my wing. I looked up at it under yellow, and it was still had a little bit left, so I yanked it back another rivet hole and hoped for the best and kept it in the back of my mind and opened up my right front damn near all the way just to get as much drive, because I'm not a blast it kind of guy like Dom Gordon. He just blasts the curb, and I feel like that's such a fine line. And yeah, that's just not me. I can get better at it. I want to get better at it, actually. I want to get better at blasting the curb every single lap at Pville. I will get there, but it's going to take me a little bit of warming up to do. I'm going to have to really hone in on it and just figure out how I can do that to the best of my abilities. And the only way I'm going to do that is just by doing it every weekend and learning and growing. And yeah, but we get racing with Chance. I knew that Chance was going to slide himself right here, so we're just executing the bottom, and I tried to at least show him my snout on the backstretch. I knew I was going to run the bottom, but if I could show him my snout, that would give him false hope that I was going to go and I was going to slide him. And then you just lose so much time sliding across a racetrack because you're sliding uphill. So if I can stick the bottom, I'm just going to have so much more straightaway grip. He's going to hit the curb. He's going to get all fucked up, and I'm just going to have the better corner. And then I can connect my corner better into the next corner and not slide myself because I know he messed up. And now it's time to just rip the top. I knew that the top was the place to be in 1 and 2, but the bottom still felt really good for me. I yanked my wing back all the way, and now we're lifting the front tires up. I should have just done this from the get-go. I need to just start, whenever the track's this slick, I just need to start with my wing mostly packed. Because you can always move the motherfucker back forward if it's tight. I mean, same thing if it's loose. You can always pull it back. So I might as well start with it in a happy medium. I think that's the next step in my P-ville journey. And this thing's attacking the curb crazy. Like I said earlier, I'm not a big blasted guy, but watching it right now, dude, I'm all over it. I'm smacking it in 1 and 2. I'm kind of getting active up on it. I think I'm entering a little too hard on it, and I'm having my right rear in the grip where if I could mitigate my throttle and kind of keep my posture right, like how I do in the non-wing car, and enter it just, I'm not talking below it like a car length, but like 3 inches below it. Like right now I'm in the grip and then I'm kind of hitting it all the way around. Like that's executing the corner pretty well, but I think I could be more consistently faster, maybe a 1/10 every single lap, because if I'm blasting it like that, it's tough. And then you lose brakes and you get tight in one corner, and like that, you lose a little bit right there. And then I'm not in the grip fully on exit. But if I could maximize my exit and I think jeopardize the entry a little bit, but control my race car better, I think that's the best way to run the top in Placerville, is just kind of maintaining. Placerville's a big maintain and momentum track, and just keeping your momentum up, keeping your speed up, and really attacking your lines. I feel really cool, confident on the bottom. I can attack the berm, I can get up on it. And when Shane slid me right here, I instantly know that he's running the top in 3 and 4. So we're going to try and execute the bottom because he's going to try and blast the top around me, and he does. And I do slide him right here. I should have slid him right here, and I don't know what I do in the next corner, but I should slide him back. I should slide him back, but I execute the bottom. That was poor on my part, and I didn't even execute it. I missed the bottom, and he gets a mondo run on me. But I know he's going to go back to the top, so we got to go back to clipping the bottom because it'd just be silly. I can't slide him. I'm not going to clear him, so I might as well run the bottom because we know Shane's just going to be blasting the top. Same with all the guys in front of us. So what am I going to do? Just blast the top really that close behind Shane? You can only really run the top that hard whenever it's like Dylan to me. Because then if he makes a mistake, then I have a mondo run, and then I can really capitalize on it and throw a slider in the next corner if he makes those mistakes. But right now I'm just trying to execute the bottom to the best of my abilities and hope that these guys just start making mistakes in lap traffic. And we're staying right there with him. And last second, Shane goes to the, I should have blasted the top. But luckily he missed the bottom, slides up. I should have slid him right here, but I run the fucking bottom. This is ingrained in my mind. I should have slid him, and I should have went right the fuck back up to the top. If I could have slid him or even ruined his corner and short slid him and just ruined his whole entire corner, not by wrecking him, but I just mean ruin his momentum. Make him lift. Put Shane in a shitty situation where he's forced to lift, forced to kind of attack the corner differently to avoid me. That would have been the best thing for me, because then I would have had third solidified, and then I could have went and got Dylan. But now we know that it's too late now, so now we're just going to start blasting the top, because we knew that Shane was fast on the top. That's where he beat me on this track, and we're going to go right up to blasting the top in 3 and 4 again. We know he was just gathering more momentum than me around the whole entire racetrack, and that's how he was able to slide me in those corners. And yeah, Chance is throwing ghost sliders on me, so I know he's not going to be able to throw it in the next corner. But since he was throwing them on me in 1 and 2, I knew he was running 3 and 4 better than me. So I'm no longer entering up on the little ramp right there on the entry. So I'm trying to just kind of, like I said earlier, the 3 inches below it. Just keep your speed up 3 inches below it. Right there, I'm a little plugged in it. Like I could have been a little bit lower, and I think just enter a little bit below, keep the car posture better. I mean, the car posture is pretty good. I'm just a little snug for my abilities and my comfortability. So, like right there, that was good. I got the thing. I got a little bit of yaw on my steering wheel, and I'm just executing, and I'm really good on the exit grip. I'm an exit kind of guy. So if I can maintain all the way until the exit, like right there, I'm plugged up in it, and I'm there on the exit. Even though I'm a little tight, that's kind of my best abilities. And I remember this slider, I had to drive around it, Justin, because I had no brakes, and there was no me stopping in that situation. It was me running into your right rear if I tried to lift, so I had to drive around it. And thankfully I did. Thankfully Justin committed fully, so I knew how much speed he was going to carry into that corner. And yeah, that's just hard, clean racing. It was a lot of fun racing with Justin. He ended up beating me. We ended up coming home P5. None to shake a stick at. P-ville is definitely a track where I'm learning and trying to grow a lot at, because it's very tricky for me to get used to Placerville. But you know what? We're living, we're learning, we're having fun with the people we're doing it with, and I'm extremely grateful for the people that I have in my corner. And yeah, we'll be back in a wing car pretty soon. I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. I might be taking an off weekend or going to Ventura if everything works out perfect. No fastest 5 days. It's my sister's birthday over Skagit, and we got to get ready for her party this weekend. So if I get everything done this week, we'll see. Maybe we'll be in Ventura with out the wings on again. 2 weekends in a row. Love running non-wing. But as for the wing car, I have no idea what's after my sister's birthday. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm just really focused on that and having a good time with my family, and all my friends are going to be coming down. Timmons, Pombo, Stevie, everyone's going to be there. So yeah, just really looking forward to it. Thank you guys for watching, and hope you guys like the full race analytic. Until next time.